Now in this video, I actually want to discuss the secret to having a fully occupied residential assisted living home. So if you guys are interested, make sure to stick around. What's up everyone? I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have shown on this channel. If you guys have not yet, make sure to go check out the Academy. I will link it down below. I will also have my business email down below for you guys to actually go and email me anything that you guys have regarding the residential assisted living business or just any general questions, anything that I can help you guys out with. Feel free to go ahead and email me down below. Also, guys, thank you again for everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. So I'm actually going to talk about a couple practical ways to actually keep your guys' home fully occupied. And actually, guys, to be honest, there really is no secret, but let's go ahead and jump into those practical ways of actually keeping your home fully occupied. Now, the very first thing that you guys need to do when it comes to actually keeping your home occupied is the environment that you guys set for your residential assisted living business. Okay, one example that I like to use is when I walk into a residential assisted living home, mine specifically, or your guys' specifically, is that somewhere I feel like, or you guys feel like living? Is that somewhere where you guys can actually stay personally? And if it's not, that's probably a sign that you guys will not ever really be fully occupied. So make sure that you guys have that type of setting into your home, because at the end of the day, that is what you're going to be selling, is really the home itself and also your services and also you as the manager and owner and caregivers, right? So make sure that the setting of the home is appropriate and that it's set up properly. So make sure that you do that with your home. And the second practical thing that you guys can start doing is offering premium services, right? You guys can be tailoring certain things to each resident and not having just a broad amount of services, because yes, there is a baseline of services that every care home for the most part has, right? Medications, cooking, laundry, anything that you guys can think basic wise, that is what every care home pretty much does, and that's what everyone around you does. So make sure that you guys can actually step that up, right? Have a beautician, have a musician that comes to the home, have pet therapy, have different things of that sort to help the residents actually be able to settle in and enjoy being there. Because at the end of the day, it is going to become their home. So you want to make sure that you're servicing and catering these types of services to these residents, and at the end of the day, they're going to be willing to pay a little bit extra just because you do pet therapy, or if a resident loves music, they'll pay for that music therapy. Just make sure that you guys are able to give these resources to them. Not all the residents are going to love music, not all the residents are going to love pets, so just make sure that you can actually cater and tailor to each resident and having those resources available. If a family's like, hey, I would love for a pet therapist to come here or a musician to come here and play for my loved one, right? So make sure you guys have those resources available and make sure that the family, while they're touring your home, know of these resources. And then another thing that you can do to go above and beyond, and the secret really is that you guys go above and beyond. That's really, I guess you could say, is the secret to all of it, is go above and beyond. And another thing you guys could do is set up different things, like, have a pharmacy that delivers, right? Have an in-house doctor that comes and visits. Have different things that will help the families and take those burdens off. And the reason why that's so important is because a lot of families do have to go and pick up, medications from a pharmacy, because that's all they've been doing up to this point. That's all they really know. They're not aware that there's actually pharmacies that will deliver for them and that you can actually get them set up. And another thing is they're not aware of the in-house doctors either. So you not telling them that these resources are available is actually not only hindering you as a business to build that reputation, but it's also kind of still leaving that burden with the family, and that's the last thing you want to do. Okay, so another thing that you guys can start doing is providing amazing quality care. Yes, there are going to be times where, your caregiver may not be on top of their game and may not be actually doing everything to your standard, right? Or to the family standard. That happens a lot of times. But regardless, if you can make sure that you're on top of that and make sure that you are training your caregivers to properly fix their mistakes, to properly make sure that, they have all the training possible, that they're doing continued education units, etc., then you're going to be able to actually provide that quality care. The one thing is, guys, I don't have all the answers in the world. I also don't have the most perfect care home in the world. Yes, that's me being honest and transparent. because a lot of care homeowners, whether they watch my videos or whether they do not, there's not perfection is not, you cannot achieve that. That's a standard that you can shoot for, and you will make mistakes, not only as a care homeowner, not only as a manager, and not only will your caregivers make mistakes, but guys, understand that that's just part of life. And for care homeowners out there that look down on other care homeowners for maybe having something go on or something happen, at the end of the day, guys, we're a community and we should all help and encourage each other to become better, and become the best versions of ourselves and business owners and care homeowners, etc. So don't ever look at a care home and, yes, is it good to really make sure that you look into whatever care home that you are just striving to be, look into what they've done good, what they haven't. Yes, that's great, and every family should consider that. But at the end of the day, guys, as long as you stay on top of certain things and problems and you make sure that you work towards progressing and becoming better, great. Make sure you always do that, and make sure you can withhold that judgment on other care homeowners. And I know there's times where there are certain things that happen that are just terrible and there's no excuse for them. Okay, for instance, there was a video that I made about care homeowners who had an AC unit go out, and there was complete neglect where they didn't check in on a resident and they had terrible pressure ulcers, etc. Yes, there are situations like that, and those are the exceptions. But regardless, make sure that you always are compassionate with your families and with your residents, and that will help you guys stay fully occupied. And why will that help you stay fully occupied? Because at the end of the day, when the family sees that you're doing really great and that the home is not only providing great care, but you're going above and beyond as a manager and owner to make sure that they have all these resources available to them and that you make them aware to it. Guys, you'll be shocked on how many families have come, and when I've taken care of their loved one and I've mentioned these resources, they were so happy to hear that, I was able to help them out with these different resources. It's very important that you go above and beyond. You provide all these different resources. You make sure that all your caregivers are providing that quality care. And yes, there may be mistakes and certain things that may happen that you guys can improve on. And as a home and as a general, as a team, you can improve on. And then also making sure that you stay in communication with the families, and also that you build that reputation within your community and within the location that your care home's in, to make sure that you're providing that care, because at the end of the day, it will keep you fully occupied. Now, with that being said, I would love for you guys to actually comment down below topics that you guys want me to cover on this channel, and let me know what you guys want me to talk about. This channel is all for you guys, and I would greatly appreciate to hear the different topics you guys want me to talk about. So guys, thank you again for all the love and support that you've shown this channel. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And guys, if you have not yet, go watch all these other videos. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, God bless. Peace.